You know what it is? It's your girl KP, and I'm back with another episode of Somewhere in Between. I hope that this podcast will find you in perfect peace, perfect health, living your best life, living the life you've always desired to live, have, and all of your dreams are fulfilled. And if not, you are adamantly, earnestly working towards that every day. Church announcements, right? Let me get my business out of the way, right? Let me take roll. Let me send off the lunch count to the cafeteria. You know where to find me. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, all under Keisha Pollard. Again, the branding is real, so just stay tuned. It's a work in progress. And I'm grateful for all the support, all of the likes, all the comments, all the shares. It means a lot to me. Honestly and truly, I feel fortunate to have the platform and the opportunity to just kind of share. And that's what tonight's going to be about. I'm going to give some updates on things I shared about in previous podcasts. And, you know how we do? We'll see where the conversation goes. So updates, right? The last time I talked, I had put on, Chubby Girl Chronicles Part 2. Your girl was chubbying it back up. So, down 10 pounds. I wish that was more, but at the same time, 10 pounds in 2 weeks isn't bad. I ain't mad at it. Not for 1 second. Refocused on my workouts. Refocused on sensible eating. And consciously counting calories and caring about what I put into my vessel. Accountability is key, though. I have amazing accountability partners, be it my daughters or my friends, checking in and say, dude, I ain't seen you post or you ain't talked or you ain't mentioned working out. So we need those people in our lives, and I'll continue to talk about those people throughout this entire podcast. We need those people. So weight loss, I'm getting there, right? Arizona body, going to Arizona late June to celebrate graduation, and just stay in great health. It's important to keep a focus. I never want to lose sight of the hard work that I've put in to accomplish this goal. Professional challenge. Me and the girls did a podcast previously, and we talked about failure, and I found a sweet spot at work where I have little resistance. I work with great business partners, and I had a presentation that I had to present, a recommendation, that I had to present to one of the leaders about some changes I want to make to training. And before the meeting, I verbalized, just a little opposition to let me know that, not that I need someone to tell me that I haven't arrived, because I don't think so, but, just a little sparring. I think positive conflict is okay. So at that meeting, and there was some collaboration, some partnering, some bartering, some countering. So that was a great meeting. And so then Monday, Friday I got an invitation to attend a meeting about one of my training groups, and then that was at 9:30, and 45 minutes before the meeting took place, I got an email with some specifics about the meeting. And so now I'm like, hairs are raised up in the back of my neck, and I'm rubbing my shoulders working from home on Monday. You can hear my bracelets. I'm stretching. Like, okay, God. So I joined the meeting. And it felt as though I was ambushed. I say felt because that's probably a lot of perception. And when someone has to share uncomfortable feedback with you, and they haven't built the relationship, or we together haven't established that relationship, you don't know the intention or the motive behind which they're delivering it. So I'm on the call and I'm listening, and I said, with all due respect, I just got the numbers, the data that you want to talk about, and if you're looking for me to contribute to this meeting in an actionable format, we probably should reschedule. And that was my way of saying my defenses are on a million, because the work that my team does is being criticized. Like, And I ain't talked to you in 2 years, leader, you know? But it's all my purpose in life is to keep I can only control Keisha. So we have the meeting, and I shared that thought, and I also shared I don't think that I said it also sounds like there's concern that there's not partnership or collaboration between the training department and the business unit. And I said I didn't know that to be the issue. It sounds like that's the case. Again, I will always take accountability for maybe I need to insert myself differently or be more assertive, right, in my insertion. And so that call that happened at the start of my day, I'm still talking about it. It carried on into the rest of the day. And from one perspective, I don't feel like there was an assumption of innocence on either part, right? But then at the same time, I sat there thinking, why am I tripping? There was feedback that was provided. I took accountability for a lot of things. So why did it rub me wrong? And I talked to my team about it. There were some legit opportunities, and no one wants there. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. There were questions asked, and like, nah, we ain't doing that. Nah, we ain't doing that. Get all jive turkey talking. Nah, we ain't doing that. But I can start. And control is, I shared with someone, I have control issues. I do. And control is, I need to be able to make it better for you today. And in that call, I could not make it better for them that day. And I felt like their perception of me and my team and my work was diminished. Like I had just destroyed it. No one conveyed that to me. It was like, hey, these are some opportunities. We want to put a plan together so how we can make it better. And we did that. So I share it to say, personal challenges, professional challenges, you guys are my community. And I want to always be 100 and be transparent that whenever I am feeling I could feel uncomfortability rising up in me. I could feel my defenses went up and I'm defending my peeps. Like, nah. That ain't the case. And probably maybe too transparently, I was sharing like, I feel like you're saying that there's a problem that I wasn't aware of. And again, I will accept accountability if that be the case. But the fashion that which it was delivered was hard to take. And as a professional, I have to be okay with that. I'm not going to be able to key it and Q10. For those of you who don't know, Q10 is a question on an engagement survey about having a best friend at work. I need to improve my ability to have those conversations and situations with resilience and not allow it to me. I continued my day. I had a meeting following that with some of my team. And, we talked about it, just briefly. Because I suffer from wanting to make people proud. And when that doesn't happen, and I don't have the ability, there was no foresight for me to know that there was opportunities in the area. I just wanted to share it because it's a me thing. I write my blogs and I do these podcasts, and those are me things. It's never my journey in life is about Keisha and controlling what I can control. Again, I mentioned I have control issues. I'll tee that up for what's about to come. But it's about me. It's not about the other leaders or the business unit or my peers. It's not about them. It's about me. And I knew in the moment I had to take a pause and understand, why are you tripping? Oh, because some of the feedback they gave was legit. Oh, right. And because you want to be perfect. Oh, right. Yeah. The positive feedback was coming in, you're just sitting here asking, oh, I just wish I could get some feedback. And here it is. And you acted like a semi-ass. But it is progress over perfection. And, create a plan to make it better. Again, it just sucks because I won't get the opportunity to write it quickly. But definitely I'll be more intentional. Okay. So, I had my MRI. I've talked to you guys. Went to the neurologist. She wants to do she wants me to go see an ophthalmologist, which that's happening June 11th, the day after Corey graduates. My appointment with her is on the 17th, the day before I go to Arizona. Had my blood work done, check. And then I had to go get my MRI. Dun 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 dun. which I haven't had an MRI for a minute, maybe 3 years. And I left work. I was a little late leaving work, and I drive to the imaging center, and I filled my paperwork. And again, remember, I pay nothing. Whatever my insurance pays them is what they'll accept. Get there, fill out my paperwork. She tells me I'll leave with the CD. Dope. The radiologist, the imaging technician comes and gets me, and he takes me where I can put I had to take all my jewelry off, and gives me the key. He's like, well, do you have any metal? It's like, yeah, there's some wire on my bra, so just take that off. And previous ones, I've had to get, down to just my underwear. So I was like, okay, dope. This isn't bad at all. I turn the corner and I see this. And I've had one before, so that's the thing. So remember, this was Wednesday. So Monday was, don't be that sister, right? Give me feedback. Let me, don't be her. Tuesday, I got my teeth cleaned, got a cavity. And then Wednesday was MRI time. And so I go, and have you had one before? And, are you claustrophobic? And I'm like, nah, I'm not. But when he told me to sit down, it was like, I didn't temporarily lose my mind, but fear took over. And I've done it before. I've done an MRI before, and it just felt like a culmination of, again, right? I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis 2009, and these activities are much more of a nuisance than the disease itself. I'm not complaining. Lord knows I'm grateful. So if my only headache or nuisance is to have to do MRIs and ophthalmologists and blood work, Lord knows I will take it. And I even as I speak, I repent for how I felt. But I have to be real. I got in there, and that circle looks as tight as it is. He puts his cage over my face, kind of pins my arms down. I close my eyes. The only way I'm going to make it through this is if I don't know what's happening around me. Gives me some earbuds so I can't hear. And I started crying for probably the first 45 minutes. And more so, it wasn't fear. It was, I don't have control over myself. I don't have control over how what multiple sclerosis does to my body. I have to choose to be out of faith, right? Be it unto me, God, according to your will. I trust you. In that moment, the shit hit the fan for me. I'm now strapped down. This thing's over my face. It's loud. And just deal with it. And again, I know it could be worse. And I'm not, I pray that this level of transparency doesn't get misconstrued, but it was tough. So we do it, he does it, pulls me out, to readjust something, puts me back in there, more time. By then I've stopped crying. At one point I fell asleep. And he said, Miss Pollard, you're moving. I was like, oh, I must dozed off. He said, well, don't. I said, well, it's quite the ask. Don't move, but don't go to sleep. Quite the ask, right? And so it pulls me out. So they have to inject me with dye because they need to do the contrast, put me back in, pull me out to adjust it. She wants to do some images of the neck. Get up, get dressed. Today's Friday. I'm trying to think. I think my sister came home from the hospital yesterday. And I haven't worked a full day of work. It's been start at home, go to work, go to the office, do all these appointments and stuff. And late Wednesday night, it must have been Wednesday. Late Wednesday night, I couldn't stop crying. So I text my friend like, I'm tripping. I feel overwhelmed. I start to think about graduations coming. I start to think about a trip to Arizona, college. I'm the only person that drives in my house. My kids have licenses. What does that look like? And I want to put new floors down. And all of these thoughts ambush me. You got feedback at work. You have a lot of opportunity there. What do you do? How do you create that plan? And you have to create and execute the plan. If it has to be done and I don't do it, it don't get done, My kids will do some stuff, but like major things. So my friend calls and he's like, what can I do? You know that you're amazing, you're strong, it's okay. And how this works for me is, so I'm having a weak moment. I share and I wave a white flag. Hey, KP's weak. And then the thought of sharing makes me feel even more weak. And the thought of having someone have to talk me off the ledge makes me even more weak. But I am grateful to have amazing people, phenomenal, impressive people in my life that don't judge that. They will, and I reached out to my mom too before the floodgates broke down. No, when I say no guilt, no judgment, no shame, only love, it's a guiding principle. And if you're in my life, those are the principles you have signed up to adhere to. I have to be around people where I can be myself at all times. Because if I can't, it ain't working. Like, even at work, I owe one of my peers an apology. I was a biatch. I was overwhelmed. And today, hindsight, I know that I was. And I need to tell her, like, I'm sorry. She wasn't at work today. But I got to be real. And, that's what I can only be me. I can only be who God created me to be. And that's why I am who I am by the grace of God works for Keisha. I'm not trying to be anybody but me. And that's enough. That's a tall order all in itself. I want to boil the ocean. I use that as a analogy of trying to do something impossible, but that's what I want to do. I want to boil the ocean. I want to be all things to everybody. But that challenge will wear me out. So I appreciate that I have people in my life that will see me trying to boil the ocean. And they will give me message to take heed. Like, dude, rest. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to not podcast once a week or, to miss a workout or two. Like, they give me grace because I don't give it to myself easily. I feel like I have so much to prove to people still. When Keisha alone should be enough. I was talking to my girlfriend and, she too, like we have a similar weight loss journey and challenges in that area. And because of that, there became a time when I didn't think who I was enough. So I did stuff. I'll keep your kids. No, I will drive all the way to North Carolina and get you a pack of hair. I felt like I had to do stuff for favor. And we know that ain't true. Favor ain't fair, right? I think I've done a podcast about that. But it's easy to fall back into those practices. And at 37, I'm trying to be better and calling, I skipped over a slide, right? But real growth is when you start checking your damn self. Sometimes I got to check me. Sometimes I got to say, hold on. Is this a reciprocated relationship? Or are you doing this out of low self-esteem, out of low self-worth? And those practices, that all goes into boiling the ocean. No, I want to be no, they need me. No, they don't, Keisha. You want them to need you. You want to be wanted. And it's taken me 37 years. And in the last 2 months, it's been exponential improvement, exponential accountability. It's been on steroids. But I'm coming to understand that I am, it's not perfect. I am what I am is still a mantra for me. It's on my mirror. But the day that I'm consistent at not having to put things or attach things to me, that'll be better than any master's degree, better than a counseling practice, right? I will have conquered with the aid of amazing people who help me understand you don't got to do that. Big, small, little, you don't have to do that. And even accepting compliments is tough. When someone wants to give me a compliment, like, no, but you're amazing. No, you're cute. I should just be able to say thank you. She cute, So 37 is, this is May, so I've been 37 for 4 months. And in the last 2, I've been presented the opportunity to really sit under amazing people to help me to understand my value and my worth, and that I'm enough. And even when I get feedback at work, I'm still enough. Create a plan and course correct. And it's amazing because I always have a word for somebody else till I need one. That's why, again, it's so important to have a circle of people that my circle is better than me. And I wouldn't have it any other way. My circle is come here so I can give you a hug. Get off the computer. I'm sobbing, crying. Are you checking emails? Is it you overwhelmed and crying, but you ain't talking to me, but you checking emails? My circle is better than I. And it has to be that way, because when you pour out and pour out and pour out, a sister's cup gets empty. And if you don't have people that will refill your cup, and it was late. It was late Wednesday night. People work. But anybody I called answered and listened and didn't judge and say, see? Told you about trying to do this, that, and third, and your kids don't drive, and I didn't get that. I got to take a breath. I think you're an amazing woman. I think you're a great friend. You're an impressive mother. I got affirmed. And it was dope. All that to say, the MRI, yeah. It was what it was. The realization of, again, in those moments, I pray for people who don't have a circle, who don't have a faith, to go through as they go through this alone. Again, these tests and, appointments cause me more grief than the illness. I am grateful to God that is my sentiment. And I pray for anyone who it's not. I pray for the person who has to sit in this machine to determine is something strong or not, is something gone or not. So although it caused a reaction to me, a reaction in me, my response is now I am on fire to pray for the people whom this is standing between them and their diagnosis of healing, completion. What's the next step for their treatment? Mine is, do we still have MS? That's where we are, So nothing for me is a circumstance or coincidence that I was there, that I had that response, that I go through all of this alone. I could have, Kiara didn't work. I could have taken her. That's another. I don't like to burden them with that, right? That's when the load gets heavy. She would have went. She would have supported me through it, but I didn't give her the chance to do it. Because I'm Shira. I put my cape on. I want to carry the weight of the world until that shit gets heavy. But thank God for amazing people in my life who, as I'm stumbling to fall, they never let me fall, and they'll carry me until I can sit on my own. I'm a quote girl, and I was looking for quotes, right, to speak to this moment, and I saw this. Rachel Hollis is she has a special on Amazon, I think. And this quote, by the grace of God, I will take up tomorrow and have another chance to do this life better. And from Wednesday, I should have taken a picture. My eyes look like 2 cheese puffs. I cried so much. My commitment every night is that one, God, I gave it all I had today. I'm empty. But if you allow me to see tomorrow will be better than today. That's my commitment. That I'll learn, I'll continue to grow, I'll support, I'll pour into other people. But at the root of it all is tomorrow will be better than today. It has to be. It can't not. It should be impossible for tomorrow not to be better. And so then, the other square is insert a wise quote here. That's what I was saying, I be on fire. Let my friends call me and they got a problem. I am just hearing from God. I'm dissecting. I am pulling from, I'm watching Game of Thrones, relating that back to corporate America. But my ears turned off when I was sitting in the MRI crying, when I was in my room crying uncontrollably, snotting everywhere. But I'm so thankful for amazing people. I am so thankful for divinely orchestrated friendships and connections that I have. I am living my best life. And it's not a song and it's not a t-shirt. It is the absolute gospel and truth, and it is a testimony. I'm living my absolute best life. I couldn't have wrote it. I like to write, and I couldn't have written a script to be so dope. I have one sister here and my girls. All of my family's in VA. I never not feel supported. My sister's in the hospital every day. Go, show up, support. That's what we do, right? I need to go get her car. Hey, can you help me go get my sister's car? Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Life seemed more challenging around family, and that's not a dig. So VA family, chill out. But everything I need that I have. So that's the other statement. That's the other affirmation on my mirror. Everything that I need, I have it already. And in those moments, like Wednesday night, it wasn't that I didn't realize I had it. I just couldn't see it for a minute. Either my glasses fell off or I put somebody else's on. My vision was impaired. But that's when the troops rally. They support young KP. Even Shakoya sent me a meme. Even Kiara's checking in because they're perceptive. They know I'm in the living room. We chilling. I'm in my room with my door shut. I'm sure they could hear me crying. So my encouragement is to, one, be yourself always and forever. End the day on empty. Make a commitment to make tomorrow better than today. And find your people. Find the people that won't let you fall and won't judge you for it. There's nothing worse than having people rally around you and in your demise or in your downfall. They're there, but girl, can you call me? Can you call me crying? Trying to do it all. Always amazing, huh? I had people who took time out of their night to just listen to me cry on the phone, to affirm me. Find your people and keep them close by. Keep them close to your chest. Cherish the relationships. I can't say that I couldn't do it without it. It would be tough. Find your people and be someone's person. One of my friends sent me a quote that said, I am not, let me see if I can find it really quick. Sent it to me in a text message, and it said, let's see. People like me don't have people. We are the people that have people. I said, which one? Well, which one am I? I think I have people, right? But all that to say, things that are understood don't have to be explained. Every person that I called on Wednesday night, when I felt just overwhelmed, not even like it wasn't anxiety or panic, I was just overwhelmed. If I was to share those relationships, from the outside looking in, it's crazy. And just like I shared, the phlebotomist, it's not what you see, it's what you feel. This life is our life. I don't need nobody to try to understand my decisions and what I do. I just need them to trust that I'm always going to make the right decision. And that includes who I allow around, So find your people. That's my counsel. Find the people, invest in those relationships. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to allow people in. I don't do that easily. This is, I'm probably more vulnerable here than anywhere else in my life on, over the internet and podcasting. But it is well with my soul. Thank you for listening, for liking, subscribing, sharing, talking about it. Put in the comments, if you had an MRI, did you flip out? My mom said they might can sedate you. Like, yeah, how I'm going to get home? I go by myself. These are solo dates, Ma. I am grateful. The timeline on Facebook is sad and my heart hurts. So say some extra prayers for those that are hurting. Those people that don't have people, I'm praying for them. I appreciate you. I'm proud of each and every one of you. And I know that there's something that you're doing that is impressive. So think about what that is. I'm going to sign out, guys. Look at that message. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. At the very end, right? No guilt, no judgment, no shame, only love. It's your girl. It's your girl. Young KPZ. Keisha Pollard, a.k.a. Miss Always Amazing. I'm grateful. I'm indebted to you for listening to me. And I can't wait until next time. KP out.